The CRF 100. Put my four-wheeler on hold right now. This motor is locked up, so we're going to do a teardown on it. Bunch of 8mm, tear off the plastics. Assume y'all can probably figure that out pretty well. It's going to be a 10mm, pull our carb off here, and 10mm for the exhaust, so we'll do that right now. Alright, got my 10mm off for my carburetor. Got my exhaust off. Guess I'll have to pop them with the 12s right quick. Let me get that. Alright. Oh, another one right here. Alright, so got the muffler off. Got the carb off. There's a rubber O-ring on there. Make sure I don't lose that. I got my cap off. I don't know if these bolts all the way out. And this should come off the other side. Normally I'd blow all this out, but seeing how the motor's kind of froze, not a big deal. We're going to tear it all down. So. Alright. And we take these 12s off, and we'll be able to pull our cam off and stuff. I'm going to need a bigger box. Off the top here, I should be able to get my rocker arms off. Like I said, normally if I was worried about a whole lot, I'd have this all cleaned up, but everything considered on this project, looks like in pretty bad shape. So we'll see. I need to get that tensioner out of there. It's right there. There's a tensioner right there. I'll pull that out, and hopefully it'll just get out of the way for me. Sometimes you can just work this sideways. We'll go ahead and take this retainer off. Right here. I have to put the phone down. Alright, pop that out. That's got an oblong cam on it. That's what does your tension. Into that thing popped up. So I should be able to get my chain off of there. I'm going to put a wire or something through there so I don't drop it down in the motor. Put a screwdriver there on my tensioner and I stuck a wire through there. Got my cam off. There's a retainer bolt right here for this head, so we'll have to pull it off, and then I think it should come off. 10mm. Okay, I don't want to pull this motor. I'm going to tighten these two nuts to themselves, and then I'll loosen them out, and it'll pull my studs out. Do that to all of them. I'll go ahead and leave the nuts on my two studs that go on the right side of the bike, and that way I don't have to worry about which ones go where. Plus I gotta sink them back down. Well, that's if we get the bike fixed. So we'll find that out here shortly. I think my ratchet's about to die. Alright, got all that out of there. I'll still have some tensioners down there. But let's see if we can get this head off. Oh. Alright. Put that in our box of goodies. Take that off. This other tensioner, we can pull it out. just sits down in there. Now, see if we can get that cylinder off. Alright, this piston's froze there, so you guessed it. I'm going to use a sledgehammer on it. I'm just kidding. I'm actually using the wooden part of the hammer. See if I can break it loose. That sounds like it's loose. Alright. Let's see if I can get it loose. Okay. Got the cylinder to move. Now, we can get the piston out of there. That's a good question. We have to let this sit for a couple of days. I have no idea what that crap is. I'm going to smack it with the handle of that, see if we can't get it to move. That piston is in pretty bad shape. It's froze solid to that. We're going to fill that up with some gas and stuff, see if we can't get it to loosen up. Alright, I filled it up with gas. Probably just let it sit overnight and see if we can't get her to bust loose. I guess I can record for this lady, so we'd need probably a cylinder, piston rings. Hadn't checked the valves yet. We definitely need both sprockets, chain, rear wheel spoke kit, rear tire tube, front rim. That'd probably get her going. Oh, fuel line, fuel filter, carb rebuild. And that was actually a problem. If you look in there, water had been coming through that carb and set down on there. It's come up through there somehow. I'm not sure exactly how it got in the carb. Definitely did. We'll go from there. So it's about halfway down in that cylinder. I filled it up with about old 2-stroke gas there. I save all the time. I stuck the handle of my hammer down on top of the piston. I used a sledgehammer and tapped it repeatedly, and she finally broke loose. I think my crank's good, and I don't think a whole lot of water got past them rings, even though they look really bad. But my crank's pretty shiny down there. So I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and price her, obviously, piston kit. I need to really hone that cylinder out. I may be able to save it too. I don't know. We'll check that out. But anyway, I got the thing tore apart, so we're that much closer, and we'll get this bike going for this lady.